to being on the other side?
Thank you very much. Losing in anything, even just a game of darts or a game of pool, is not a nice feeling. Losing an election is a multiplication of that feeling. Why do I say that? You've been in office for 5 years. You are not planning not to go back. So you had plans, you had planned things you were going to do. And then we were operating on the assumption you were winning. So you didn't actually think very seriously that you could lose.
The talk of machinery.
Beyond the machinery. Here we were doing okay. Right. We had done our we played our game well. And I think we just lost track of. Here in Nyeri we make fun. We lost track of who we were competing with. Because in Nyeri town we looked like we were competing with the president, with the deputy president Nyeri. Because every time he came, then we'd all show up to make their life as difficult as possible. And we lost track of the fact that that was not our competition. Right? We focused so much in fighting the national fight that we actually forgot we have local politics to play.
Right.
So when the elections came the way they did, and you walk around and you listen to people, and they'll tell you, Hesh, ask you, but you went to fight our heart. Actually, I remember them telling me that you went to fight our heart. As you loved Ruto, you are fighting him. We tried to talk to you, we tried to explain to you, and for me that was curative. That was it helped me understand. There's nothing as bad as when you lose and you don't understand where you lost.
Right.
So for me, and then having this small kiosk where we're able to have tea and mandazi with people allows people to come here and speak, and they tell me, this is where this could have been different. So I think for me, if you're gonna be able to go through a loss process of an election, especially, the first thing you must do is focus on understanding why. Whether you think you lost fairly or not. And I say this by now projecting to the national elections. I have worked with Raila in 2012.
Right.
I was his head of political affairs. And then I was part of his campaign team in 2022. That's 10 years difference.
Right.
Part of my problem with how he specifically deals with loss, that he actually never does that. He never sits down and tries to understand why he lost. Because he's never accepted his loss. Because for you to understand why you lose, you must first accept you have lost. Then now start analyzing, okay, so why did I lose? If you, and that's why you find a situation, and it's so easy. I hear him, I feel him. You have put in so much investment in time, resources, hours, people,
money
into an election process, and then you use and you believe you lost it fairly. Analyze that. Analyze why you lost that election and why, what you need to do different. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to have 5 losses like he has.
Right.
Because if you lost the first one, you didn't understand. You lost the second one, you didn't understand. You lost the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. Then it means you're actually not asking yourself the right questions that are every loss. So just to conclude the question you asked, losing an election is not a good thing. But if you're a Democrat, and I guess for me, I would say that the fortunate part, and I thank God for this, is that actually I am passionate.
There's still chance, there's still time.
I mean, I still have a political future, one way or the other. There's no guarantee that I'll ever get elected again, but at least there's an opportunity to go back into the field again, right? And you go back into the field with the lessons learned. So you look back into the process, you look back into the mistakes you made, you look back at what the other people you are competing with did that you did not do, and that makes the year easy. And then, of course, you sit with the people you work with. A lot of the people I meet with, my team, incidentally, the team we used to work with, we have coffee, soup, and mandazi every week. Right. From the weekend we lost.
Till today.
And
what do you do?
First we were analyzing, first we were just whining and complaining and just making noise, So we went through the mourning process, we went through the learning process, and we started now thinking about the future. And
that's something you think you would advise to happen.
Who has been in a process of an election, you need to go through the process of losing it.
Right.
Not, whether you agree
or
that
not.
You lost it or not, if you're not sitting on the position, if you're not the member of parliament or you're the MCA, then
you've lost.
You've lost.
Wise words indeed. Now I want to shift